Welcome back to the Deep Dive, where we streamline your sources and deliver the critical insights you need to be thoroughly informed, fast. Today, we're taking a look at Southeast Asia, specifically landing in Phuket, Thailand. If you're tracking the evolution of high-end real estate, or maybe just the idea of a morning tea time becoming a daily thing appeals to you, then this discussion is definitely for you.
It really is. We're seeing a crucial market shift. For decades, Phuket was the gold standard for tropical tourism,
Of
right?
course, beautiful beaches, amazing food, incredible hotels.
Exactly. But what our source material is showing us is this profound transformation. The island isn't just focused on the transient vacationer anymore.
So what's the new focus?
It's actively engineering these integrated lifestyle communities, permanent residents, serious investors.
Yeah.
And they're using world-class golf as the magnetic core to pull it all together.
And to guide our exploration today, we're leaning on a really detailed market analysis. The source here is one that truly understands this landscape. It's from Ocean Worldwide. They're a luxury real estate agency that's been a fixture right there in Phuket since 2004. So they've really watched this market grow up.
And that history is just so vital. When we look at insights from the agency's director, Sandra O'Neill, we're getting something much more than just a sales pitch.
Right.
She has personally assisted thousands of families and investors navigate the unique complexities of buying property in Thailand.
So our mission today is really to pull apart this concept of integrated resort living, what some are calling IRL,
Yeah,
and see why it's redefining luxury investment in that part of the world. Okay, let's unpack this.
let's do it.
So we're moving beyond just, buying a nice house. This is what we call a lifestyle asset. And it seems like the central pillar is golf.
It is, but it's about transforming how you interact with the sport. It's no longer this expensive, time-consuming hobby. It becomes an effortless part of your daily life.
The premise then isn't a golf course near your house.
No, not at all. It's a house built into a golf-centric ecosystem. Golf becomes the social hub, the aesthetic backdrop, the functional center of the entire community.
And the sources point to a pretty phenomenal example of this, Laguna Golf Phuket. I think a lot of international golfers would probably recognize that name.
They would.
But what makes this one stand out, according to the analysis?
Well, first, it's a championship caliber course that immediately signals quality to a global buyer.
Hmm.
And second, it was redesigned by the legendary Sir Nick Faldo.
Oh, wow. Okay, so that name alone carries a ton of weight.
A huge amount. It basically assures a specific standard of challenging strategic play, all set against this stunning backdrop of lagoons and tropical hills. It's an amenity with global appeal and, critically high resale value.
But the real game changer, and what makes it part of daily life, is how residents actually get on the course. It's not just that it's close.
Precisely. That's the institutional advantage. If you're a resident within one of these master planned communities, you are, quite literally, part of the club.
What does that mean in practice?
It means you get preferred tee times. Sometimes you can get one spontaneously. Often, a complimentary club membership is just included.
That's incredible.
The difference this makes to a serious golfer's quality of life is, well, it's immeasurable. The source material talks about being able to enjoy a quick 9 holes before breakfast.
A quick 9 before breakfast. That's a level of access that's almost impossible to find in, say, Europe or North America.
Exactly. It completely addresses that common pain point for high net worth individuals, which is a lack of time. Here, the community design literally gives you that time back.
It integrates the sport right into the fabric of your day.
And beyond the practical side, think about the aesthetic and social impact. The meticulous work that goes into maintaining world-class fairways. That translates into this beautifully manicured green space all around you.
Which contributes to a sense of peace, of order.
Yes, and luxury across the whole development.
But
it fosters a real sense of community.
I do have to jump in here, though, and maybe play devil's advocate for a second.
Go for it.
Isn't maintaining an 18-hole golf course in a tropical climate incredibly resource-intensive? I'm thinking about water specifically. Do buyers ever ask about sustainability versus the serenity they're buying?
That is a critical tension, and you're right to bring it up. The high-end brands, they do acknowledge it, usually through technological solutions.
Such as?
Well, the focus we see in the source material is often on recycled water systems for irrigation, using local plant species to cut down on maintenance. For the buyer, though, the immediate benefit of guaranteed green space often outweighs that environmental debate.
Especially if the developer can point to a plan.
Exactly. If they can show specific mitigation strategies, it puts the concern to rest. The value is in that reliable, predictable standard of presentation.
That makes a lot of sense. And that standard of quality brings us perfectly to our next section, integrated resort living. If golf is the foundation, what is this bigger structure of IRL actually offering?
So IRL is really about offering a comprehensive, self-contained universe of convenience and luxury.
A universe.
Yes, it's a master plan community where the developer basically controls every element. The goal is to eliminate the friction, the inefficiencies of having to deal with external services. It's about hassle-free living.
So it's not just a bunch of fancy villas, it's more like a curated bubble that anticipates everything you could possibly need.
That's a great way to put it, a curated bubble.
Mm-hmm.
When you look at the amenities list, it's designed to be exhaustive. You have the golf courses, obviously.
Of course.
But woven into that are exclusive beach clubs, so your ocean access isn't public or crowded. You have gourmet dining, state-of-the-art fitness centers, luxurious spas, wellness facilities, boutique shopping. It's all integrated, not scattered around town.
Yeah. And here's where it gets really interesting for me, the logistics. Moving to a new country can be daunting, but the infrastructure here must mitigate those daily challenges.
It absolutely does. The convenience is built right into the property management. Think about internal transit.
What do you mean?
Complimentary shuttle services often link the villas, the beach clubs, the golf course. You don't need to drive, you don't need to park, you don't need to arrange transport for your daily routine.
That level of support is huge for buyers who value efficiency.
And the peace of mind that comes from 24/7 security and managed access is a massive, massive factor, especially for families or, someone buying a second home they won't live in year-round.
I can imagine. So the security is top-notch.
Absolutely. Gated access, guards around the clock, comprehensive CCTV. It provides a level of assurance that's very difficult to replicate in a standalone property. It's a key reason international buyers choose these communities. They offer predictable, global standards of safety.
Okay, so walk us through a typical day for a resident. How does this integration actually change their reality?
It's this seamless blend of activity and retreat. So you wake up, you have your coffee on your terrace overlooking the fairways, then you just stroll out for a quick 9 holes before it gets too hot.
Sounds amazing.
Post-round, you could hop on a bike or take the shuttle to the exclusive beach club for a swim in the Andaman Sea. Lunch is a high-quality meal at a resort restaurant.
In the afternoon.
The afternoon is for relaxation, maybe a dip in your own private pool or a high-end spa treatment right there within the community. Then the evening is for sundowners at a sophisticated bar, all without ever leaving that secure perimeter.
It's a life designed to minimize friction and maximize enjoyment.
That's the entire philosophy.
That experience, though, relies so heavily on the physical environment. Let's zoom in on the location and the properties themselves. The sources pinpoint Lan as this emerging ultra-luxury hub. Why there, specifically?
Right. Lan is strategic. It offers a beautiful coastline, and it's relatively quiet, so it avoids the really high-traffic tourist zones. But crucially, it provides the best proximity to the region's premier golf courses. For the target buyer, the passionate golfer minimizing travel time between their home and the first tee is just paramount. Lan delivers that.
High-end beach access with the greens just minutes away.
Exactly.
And when buyers are looking in this price bracket, they're often after more than just a house. They want a brand guarantee. This is where a name like Banyan Tree Oceananus comes in. What's the appeal of a branded residence?
The branded residence model is a massive selling point. It instantly solves the biggest concerns of foreign ownership: consistency and maintenance.
How so?
Well, when you buy a property managed by a global hospitality giant like Banyan Tree, you're buying a guarantee of design standard, impeccable service, and professional long-term management of your asset.
So it takes away the headache of finding local management, especially when you're out of the country.
Precisely. The brand acts as a global risk mitigation strategy. And on top of that, these properties often integrate you into global loyalty programs.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, so you get practical perks, discounts on services, special rates at other properties worldwide. It adds real, quantifiable financial value to the ownership that goes beyond just the physical building.
Let's talk about the look of these homes. The design philosophy is cited as tropical modernism. We hear that term a lot. What does it actually mean in practice?
Tropical modernism is a highly functional design philosophy, and it's perfectly suited for Phuket. It uses clean, often minimalist lines, but its real genius is in how it maximizes airflow and manages that intense tropical sunlight.
How does it do that?
through things like wide, overhanging roofs and deep terraces. They provide shade and protection from the heavy rain, but they also allow you to keep large windows and sliding doors open.
So the design is actively trying to blur the line between inside and outside.
That is the core of it. The architecture is designed to invite the outside in, making the climate an asset, not an enemy. You'll see a lot of natural materials like local wood and stone, which connects the home visually to the landscape.
And there's usually a pool.
Almost always. The centerpiece is often a private pool sanctuary, which acts as this beautiful transition zone between the main living area and the garden. It really cements that indoor-outdoor lifestyle.
That kind of detail is clearly aimed at a specific international client. So let's pivot to the final question. Why are international investors choosing this model now? What's the financial case here?
If we connect this to the bigger picture, the timing is really driven by a post-pandemic shift in priorities for global wealth.
What kind of shift?
High net worth individuals are prioritizing secure, private communities that offer these immediate, high-quality lifestyle assets. They're looking for places where their families can relocate seamlessly, and Phuket's IRL model delivers exactly that.
So security and integration are the main draws. But what about the hard financial metrics? Is it a good investment?
Well, the purchase is fundamentally an investment in a particular lifestyle. And that lifestyle holds its value exceptionally well because the supply of globally branded, fully serviced land is highly constrained on an island like Phuket. You can't just make more of it.
So what are the key drivers of that value appreciation?
We can list four clear factors. One is location, prime areas, close to beaches and championship golf. Two is branding. A name like Banyan Tree maintained a pricing premium. Three, the amenities. The exclusive clubs keep demand high. And four is community. That secure international neighborhood attracts more affluent buyers, which reinforces demand.
The sources also mentioned something called the Laguna Advantage program. How does a discount program like that factor into the overall investment?
It's an effective cost reduction tool. While the initial price is high, perks like that program, which gives you big discounts on dining, spa treatments, other resort services, it reduces the annual cost of actually living that high-end lifestyle.
So the day-to-day cost of luxury is lower than it would be otherwise.
Exactly. It adds this long-term financial buoyancy to the whole ownership experience.
So what does this all mean for you, the learner? The key takeaway here is that Phuket has successfully moved past just selling holiday homes. They're selling a self-contained, self-sustaining, secure, and internationally recognized lifestyle asset.
It's become a sophisticated investment class. It's backed by reputable global brands and underpinned by the enduring global appeal of luxury golf, all designed for, effortless daily enjoyment. The market is mature, the standards are high, and the focus is entirely on the buyer's experience.
And we really want to reinforce that these specific insights into Phuket's evolving market come directly from the analysis provided by Ocean Worldwide. They are the luxury real estate experts who have been in Phuket since 2004 with all the depth of knowledge provided by their director, Sandra O'Neill.
Their long-term perspective is, I'd say, indispensable for anyone who's even considering an investment or relocation to this region.
So if you're curious and you want to see the breathtaking details of these ultra-luxury properties, the Banyan Tree Oceananus villas, the tropical modernism designs, the whole integrated resort experience, we really encourage you to visit oceanwwtach.com.
That's ocean-wwp.com. It's all there.
Now, before we close this deep dive, there's one more question for you to mull over.
It's a big one. If future luxury buyers are going to increasingly demand demonstrable sustainability credentials, how will these resource-intensive, high-end golf communities balance the significant water and maintenance demands of those pristine courses with the need to market a truly green luxury lifestyle for decades to come?
That's the challenge, isn't it? And it's one that will likely define the next evolution of this market.